I think at first we should introduce ourselves. It's our first stream. Hi, I am Pasha. I am developer advocate at JetBrains for Kotlin and big data.
And my name is Igor. I am a data engineer at Klarna, and I never tried Kotlin for this series.
As you could see, Igor knows how to write code in Python. He has some experience in game development, but he doesn't have any experience with Kotlin and any experience with IDEA. I'm kind of vice versa. I have some experience with Kotlin, like 7 years, I don't know, 6 years of experience with Kotlin and huge experience with IDEA, but I don't know anything about game development. Today we are trying to get our skills together and build a huge game where the ball will bounce.
AAA, yes.
Yeah. We are not trying to build the actual Doom together, or at least today. But maybe the ball will bounce. We don't have anything. I mean, we don't even have a sprite for ball. So probably the ball will be just, I don't know, a green dot. And we'll build the thing with help of KorGE. KorGE, I don't know what is the correct way to pronounce it. I think you need to click get started thingy on the previous page.
I'm just wondering if they have a FAQ somewhere here.
Yeah, it's
it doesn't say how to pronounce it. Sorry.
I see.
No, wait. It's KorGE pronounced.
KorGE.
KorGE. Okay, it's KorGE. I will forget it in I don't know 2 minutes. Anyways, to program with KorGE, we should first install a plugin into IDEA. Could you
shall
please?
I click this button or
Click this button, please. Or you can, anything will work actually. Yeah,
install.
At least it looks simple.
Let's see.
Okay, that's all. It was blazingly fast.
Wow, amazing.
Okay, what's next? What's next on the tutorial?
Well, where's my mouse button? Let's see. Either download the hello world from here or get it through the repository.
I think git clone is our choice.
But
okay, I think you can do it this way. Get from VCS can actually work.
I think I can hear your echo.
From me or from you?
From you. I hear myself.
You can hear my echo in.
No, I can hear myself when
I see.
I think if you mute the Twitch tab, it would probably work. Okay, so we did the install, and now we cloning the test project. And I'm trying to use the button, get from VCS.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it.
That's what I would do here. And
you still need an URL.
Yes. Okay. HTTPS something. Okay.
I find the default directory, IDEA project /KorGE hello world. Okay, let's try it.
I will furiously delete it afterwards. Trust. I guess.
It's always your choice, but it won't work otherwise. Now I think we are in longish stage where it should. Okay, your internet is very, very fast. I mean, 200 megabytes in less than 3 seconds is very good.
Okay. So it's actually downloaded something, right? Oh, I see. It's a building model.
Yeah.
So tell me what's going on.
What did I know? We have something, as you can see. We have some default project. And by default, IDEA opens README for you to, I don't know,
I
to
have
be
a first
able
question
to.
already. This is a README MD file, and I like to see it rendered. Is there a way to do it without any...
I think it should be. I'm actually not sure why isn't it rendered right now. I can see something in the box indexing in the top right corner. Maybe it's somehow related.
Okay, I will watch README here.
Yeah.
Hello world template for KorGE, for Windows change compiling for the web, compiling for native, generating, compiling. Okay. Right.
Now we are downloading a ton of dependencies, as many complex Java applications could have.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't program in Java, so I assume it downloads a lot of things. But if I were doing that, it would be less of that, right? Or is it like a per project setting?
it kind of downloads libraries, but it's like pip for Python. It can have multiple versions of different dependencies. So until you need a different version of dependency, it will reuse it globally. What's interesting now, we can see that it downloads lots of core libs. They are actually libraries which were specifically built for KorGE to support, I don't know, multi-platform I/O and lots of different things. Yeah. Now, I don't really think we need JS right now if you're not going to develop something in JavaScript, so you can hide it. I don't know, with cross or with don't show again, depending on your preferences. Okay, let's look into the project tool window. We should, here you can see common main and common test. They're called common because they're multi-platform parts. If you will have some platform-specific parts, you will put them in JVM main or JS main or something like that. And then, okay, let's open the resources directory.
Resources, okay.
Yeah, here we can see a logo of KorGE, and what's interesting, we can reuse this logo in our, I don't know, small game if you want. It's available as part of virtual file system. What do we have in our main.kt? Virtual file system. Yeah, like it will pack, again, it's multi-platform thing, so it will pack everything into platform-specific packages. And these packages will be, I don't know, they are organized in different ways, and resources from there are accessed in different ways. Here we can see a huge lot of imports. It's everything game build related.
While true, rotation, easing. Okay, I can see what's going on here.
I don't completely understand, but can we scroll a little bit to the top? Yeah,
so
here you can see suspend fun main.
Developer, I would be very upset if I see that many stars in imports.
By the way, do you have Kotlin installed? Because I can't see the play button in Gutter.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't say so, but I can.
Yeah, could you please right click on main.kt in tab, for example? No, it doesn't even
apply the code style.
Oh yeah, no, you can apply or don't apply to your choice. Now we have this draw a simple box, and it doesn't say that you are indexing something. But now I believe you can launch the application. Am I right?
I don't have the file in the editor is not runnable. Yeah, something is not working.
It's interesting. What is next to your line numbers? There are different symbols, and
yeah,
they're not clickable.
Suspend function call, Kotlin line breakdown.
No. Okay, it's yeah, it already doesn't work. I like it, but
Yeah.
indeed we can see that at least it's highlighted now. You won't. You say that you won't be happy with this star imports.
Yeah, I don't
Why?
like it.
Why?
Well, it's just that my habits of writing in Python, you don't do that because you don't know where particular import is coming from. If you do this,
I would say that in Kotlin, it's a general recommendation to use the asterisk imports because you usually want to have all your utility functions until they have clashing declarations. But because we know that there is the single author for all these declarations. Hi, Nadia. Nadia is already watching us.
okay.
Yeah, we can be sure that they won't clash. I'm
Okay.
still not sure why we can't launch the. Oh, I see. Do you see the Gradle tool window on the right?
This one.
On the right side
This
of your IDE. Yeah, this one. What do we have? Well, maybe we have build, for example. What do we have in build? We actually can Java. Wow, there are lots of things. Let's try to build it. Okay, makes sense.
It starts to downloading something again.
Something we can. Yeah.
So typically, when you start with a project like that, what would be the usual footprint? How long would you need to wait until you install everything?
It
And then
strongly depends on the project, and I don't have any experience with multi-platform development, so I'm not sure. But now you can see that it even builds JavaScript packages and so on. It can take some time, but I can already see that it doesn't download anything. Now it's just building. Maybe there are. Let's just quickly scroll through other targets. What do we have besides build? Because I think we don't need a build. We need something like run there.
I actually see that I have the buttons. It's the like debug button.
Yeah, nice. No, it's just button to run the same command you like. Could you see it's just build?
Let's do the unconventional move and read the documentation.
It's not interesting one. Yeah, we can.
Setup, build, first steps. No. Okay.
I think that there should be something like run JVM in the run. Yeah, run.
Run JS.
Run JS release. There should run JVM. Run JVM is what we need, I think. Run native should take longer.
Okay.
Because it will build something native with Clang and I don't know other Kotlin magic.
Oi.
Wow, it works. Okay. At least we have something. We know that it works. Nadia is asking if we will use Copilot mode. I'm not sure because. Can you close it, by the way? Can you close this demo because I'm a little bit sick of it. Yeah. Okay, now you can actually run JVM from the toolbar. You can close the Gradle toolbar to not eat our space. Okay.
Okay, so the problem was that it was too many targets and it was asking us to pick one. And then when we did, it now appears here. And
yeah, we can build it, we can run it. Actually, it's everything we need at this stage, I believe. Okay, what I understand is KorGE with 256 and so on. It's just a description of our scene. We are constructing object named KorGE, and it was actually funny. It was slow, right?
No, it was. I felt like it was fine. as I understand, I don't need to press the save or anything. It will auto-save.
No, you don't need to press anything.
Okay.
What you should know about Kotlin is main is usually the main entry point of the application. And we don't have any specific keyword to construct new object like we have in Java. How do you construct new object in Python?
Usually you don't. So you just say like something equals to something, and then it's under the hood runs all the initializers and everything.
Inshallah. So if I have a class person, how do I instantiate it?
You say like person equals to person, something like that.
Yeah. So basically, in Kotlin, it will be the same, but you will define it as val person or var person. Val it's value, stands for value. Var stands for variable. So value kind of immutable, variables are mutable. And here you can see the named arguments. You should be familiar with them from Kotlin, I believe too. You just pass the width, height, and background color. And inside this lambda, and it's what you don't have in Kotlin, I believe, we have the changed context. Inside the lambda, inside the curly brackets, you have some.
Where's lambda here?
Excuse me?
What is lambda? Is this
lambda is just this expression inside curly braces, and it has different this. So when you call the scene container method, it's already a method on stage. You can control click on scene container and see what it is. Its definition, but in the here. It's some method on the container extension method on scene container. I believe it's also new to a Python developer because you can define extension methods in Python, right? You can add an arbitrary function to say object outside of your control.
Yeah, well, you will need to subclass it or something like that, but yeah, you can.
Yeah, here you can do it without subclassing. You can
you can do it on the instance if you want. So if you have an instance, you can create like additional field for that.
Yeah, here we kind of create it on class, not on instance. But it's actually just a syntactic sugar to say that container will be the first argument, and then compiler does all the magic around it just to build nice DSLs. Okay. And we have this
title. I can say like
I believe you can press Control Space and see everything available.
Yeah, I can see that it says hello there now.
Okay.
It asked me if I want to install the Kotlin plugin. Shall I say yes?
You can, but we will have to restart the idea. Maybe it's not that big of a deal.
Restart to activate. Do I need to always restart IDEA when I install something new?
As you have seen, not always, but for Kotlin plugin, you will definitely need to.
Why is that?
We have just installed KorGE plugin, and we didn't need to restart anything. Okay. Here we have something called scene, but it's kind of... I don't understand what's going on here. So it's
so it has as I understand, we have some sort of container. I guess a scene container, and it has a main scene that is trying to gets the resource of an image with some definitions on how you look at that, and then you start rotating it from -16 to 16 degrees. And I think if I put it like 90, then it will start rotate more chaotic. Oops, I pressed something somewhere. So let's see if it works. So as you remember, it was like easing it easily,
Yeah.
but now it will rotate more aggressive, I think. Yeah.
Wow. It's really sick.
Yeah.
But we already can see that access to the resources is kind of simple. You just create image, you read it from resource VFS, and you read. By the way, it's very interesting that they can read bitmap right from PNG, because usually you have to convert your sprites, how I don't know, your resources somehow. What's going on, Igor? What is it?
No, I'm just trying to see that if there are the easing is a method when you do the twinning of the image. Is like when you have an image and you want to move it to some other
Position? Form?
state, sort of.
Okay, change
Then
its
you
state.
have different different ways to do it, and there's this easing, which is it's basically like a function how stuff should change over time.
Mhm.
And I think you can probably find some. So nope. Basics of easing. Yeah, it's the way how things come to a certain point over time with the value. So this is like ease out. It
Mhm.
starts here, but then it's like at the end it's sort of do this, then it's ease in, then it can be like that, and there are different more different ways to just do this sort of things. And here it just operates it on the rotation argument. So the degree of rotation would be this different easing.
Oh, I
ways
see.
to-
I see. I see. I see. What are the most, I don't know, natural ways to easing out? Is there like elastic thing?
I
How
mean,
does
it's
it work in nature? I mean,
usually it's ease in or ease out in most common things. And like if I do just linear, it's kind of boring.
yeah, and
So
unnatural. It's very
yeah,
mechanical.
I would say that usually ease in is the most the one you most used to. So like you start very fast and then close to the target you slowing down.
Oh, I see.
So that's the gist of it. Maybe it's ease out. So yeah,
Yeah, maybe it is out.
one of those two. Shift.
I believe there should be some, I don't know, some points. You should say that I want to start slowing down at, I don't know, at some point. Currently,
You
it's
usually
like
don't.
programmed
Like,
for me.
you can, and then you would have to like write down for each step such things, and you don't really want that.
Oh,
And
I see.
usually you say that, here's my profile. I know how it's called. This is
Yeah.
this has a limit, and yeah, then it just goes from particular point to another one.
Nice. Okay, maybe we should just, I don't know, erase the whole scene, because now we can see how it works. Maybe we should write the circle by own. I believe actually that there is a method called circle.
Let's actually take a look.
You can just, I don't know, control space in idea.
Control space in idea. Circle.
Not in this place. And I believe it shouldn't can be like. Do you see this image call on 23rd line?
Yeah.
It's from the lower I, because it's kind of fabric method. I think that they will have something similar for circles too. But we can actually see what image does. It creates an image. I'm looking, and adds it to the scene where it is called. So basically, you can replace this call with manually creation of image, and then calling scene add this image. And you can provide some callback. I don't actually know what you can put into this call. I see. So you can actually define all the specific things.
So this is a resource file system reading bitmap,
Yeah.
right?
We have Control W to extend selection.
Control W to extend selection.
Yeah.
It will not close my window.
It shouldn't.
Wow. Okay.
You can click it multiple times to widen your selection every time. What's anchor?
It's just this parameter. I guess it's the place where it will
Yeah. Okay.
do something.
I think you should delete this call to add to, because
Yeah, of course.
yeah,
That's for my.
and you should give some name to your variable. Okay. Now you can call add. I don't know how add to works. Let's navigate to the add to implementation. No, not
So
here.
this returns an image, and then this particular image has this number of settings.
Yes.
Like, where is the scale and position? I don't get it. Can I? It's not here, right?
I'm not sure. Why do you think it's not here?
Because
Let's navigate to the image class, to the image constructor.
Because it says
yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, it's interesting. By the way, it's very interesting. Let's navigate, back to main.kt and click on the scale. Oh, scale is a function. Yeah,
this
but
is a
we
call.
can navigate to its implementation. Actually, nothing can stop us from it.
Okay. This scale.
Oh, okay, it's just. I'm not even sure we should know it. It's very simple, obviously, but yeah, I believe you can provide a callback here on the image construct. Wow.
Right? No? Yes?
Okay.
No?
Yeah. It looks completely fine. I had all sorts of weird ideas how we can try to achieve this, but it obviously works.
Anchors here is given, and position is given as well. So I'll say, let's say 128, and then I will be sure that something has changed.
Yeah.
And here I want to see
the interesting bit is how do we add this image to the scene? Yeah.
Well, I say this add to.
I don't think it will work this way. Well, at least this is look inside this call image. This is container, but you can navigate to the actual implementation of add to. Oh, I know. I think I know. You should call add to on image itself, because like image is setting. Yeah, and now we should add it to this, because our current this is scene. Should work. I think it should work. I'm not sure.
Function image.
Everything here should be commented out too, because image doesn't exist anymore.
Okay. Well, but I don't think it will show us anything then. Yeah, it won't.
No, it doesn't. Why?
Because now we don't have anything to show.
Why?
Well, because this is while true is the place where it will be.
But we are twinning it here, like we don't showing it here. But we can replace.
What's this?
What is min decrease?
It's a number of like
Yeah,
minimum.
I see. It's an actual degrees. It doesn't like something in there. What does
Yeah.
it say on there?
On there,
No, not on this error because we didn't build. But you can hover your mouth over the min degrees, and it will say
it says
something.
it's no get
No
method provide.
method providing array
Oh, wait.
access.
Maybe it should be like this rotation, and then it's
Yeah, it's like a method reference.
okay.
Okay, now it provides something, and it's definitely different.
Yeah, it
I
did,
still
did
don't
something.
understand. Do you have any idea why doesn't it show the actual image?
Because we haven't said anything about this. Like this is basically usually when you have things like that, you have like a setup state, and then you have like a loop state. And I think what's going on here is that you sort of combine it together, and then you have the initial setup. And we did that. We acquired all the resources, but then we didn't set to it anything that we need to create any particular things here.
It sounds extremely weird to me. Like something shows up only when we start transforming it. Is there any way to draw just, I don't know, random circles?
Probably if we just say image draw trip display. I don't know. Let's see what the
Yeah, we can actually navigate to the implementation of the tween method. Probably the first call there, but you should uncomment it, obviously.
Why?
And it's the wrong one because there is no variable method image, so we can't navigate to, yeah.
Silly. Base view tween.
If this not equals no, wow, where are we? I lost this.
So how do I know what are the other options of base? All possible other versions of base view there are.
I don't have any idea. I think you don't.
Okay, let's see. Tween display scenes sprites. Sprites. I want to display some sprites. Read bitmap, sprite animation, sprite, play animation loop. I don't want an animation. I just want a sprite.
Maybe we should navigate to the scenes. Scene is should be something very basic. Very basic.
Scene view, scene solid rect. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's just copy paste it and try to execute.
Yeah, but it's another one. So here we have like a scene main, but then in the example there it was class scene.
Oh, scene init.
Yeah.
To override something, to override something, you can call Control All.
Control All.
And we don't have this override, so it's definitely something wrong here. Maybe something wrong something is wrong in the documentation. I mean, can you see the red underline? Yeah, overrides nothing. It means that in scene there is no such method called scene init, and I know why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that why? Yeah, Redbox.
Okay. It's actually much closer to our bouncing ball.
Yeah. Let's see. So it has a width, and if I say that I want this to be located somewhere else, how do I do it? I will take a look at solid rect, width, height. All right.
Do you see the last argument on it? It's actually a lambda. Solid rect accepting something and converting to unit. You can put curly braces after initializing and put something in there.
Okay. So here I will say that x.
Yeah, you just get it. X equals, not column. No. Yeah, and I believe it should be. They should be on different lines. There is no such notation in Kotlin. You should delete the comma. No. It's not an array. And 20 isn't double. It should be It should be equals 20.0. No, not like this. 20.0. Just 20. Yeah. Now it should work, I believe.
Let's test it with something more asymmetric.
Yeah.
Mm,
I'm still not sure. Let's try to push it down a bit.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
definitely works. Not in the top corner. Okay.
Yeah.
So now I would like to, let's do a very simple one. Let's just start from the top and then move it down. So this is scene init.
By the way, I think we can replace React, solid React with circle.
Solid circle.
I think maybe just circle.
Usually, in this sort of things, they don't really have any. Like circle is too
Igor,
useless.
Try it. Yeah, they have circle. It has radius, fill, stroke. I don't have any idea what is stroke.
Stroke is the what
it should be equals again. Oh, it's like the border of the circle.
Yeah,
I see.
But maybe it actually would expect number and not.
No, it does. It compiles, so it expects the color. But maybe you can define some hex color or something like this. Okay, it's not I see. Maybe it has very small red stroke.
Fill colors green, and then stroke width. Something like that.
Well, it definitely doesn't work. You can hit Control Space again to just
stroke thickness. So this should make a very ugly circle, I think. And let's place it somewhere not so low and maybe make this.
Oh, it will be really ugly because it will consist only of the border.
Right.
Stroke. Let's make its radius, I don't know, 30. Okay, like this it will. Yeah, it works.
Nice.
Well, it's not nice, but definitely visible.
True. Colors pink, deep pink. Nice. So this circle, how to access this circle inside scene main, I have no idea, because I want to, like, I would assume that it dies.
Could you please hit Control Q on scene init?
On what? Scene init? Control Q?
Control Q. Yeah, this is called setup scene. Nothing will be shown until this method completes. Here you can read and wait for resources. No need to call super. Okay, and what scene main tells to us?
What is the mnemonic rule for Control Q?
I don't know. Control quick documentation.
Okay.
This is called main method. This is called after scene init.
Yeah. So I would assume that I want this circle to be inside my add to this. How do I access?
But you don't need to call it hypothetically. Well, at least we already know By the way, let's put it into the scene main, the whole circle thing. Again, Control W would save you a lot of time.
How do I move this up?
Control Shift down.
Control Shift. Doesn't
No,
work.
doesn't work for you. Maybe it's. What about Alt down?
Yeah, now it
Yeah,
does.
okay. But you didn't move it to the correct way, I believe. To the correct place.
Which is
But
where?
here, look, you can't use the circle shortcut because you don't have any scene defined here. So you can create circle, but you can't add it to the scene, right? Control W, yeah. But let's put it into the scene main. Why do we need it inside our scene init?
How do I do like a print here?
You won't believe it.
Okay, and it's normal. Like I don't need like log4j here or something.
No. You need to log4j or something like it. I'm shocked that you know what log4j. Okay. Everybody these days know what log4j is. Let's try not to twin it. Maybe it will be shown. I don't know. Maybe there is some difference between primitive figures and bitmaps, primitive shapes.
I don't think so, but let's try. Nope.
I just don't understand why
I
doesn't
think
it work.
the first thing it does when it starts if it has main scene, then the first thing it does, it will clean the whatever you have.
It should be documented somehow, right? Like on the start of scene main, we will clean the scene. Oh yeah, it's definitely not there. Okay. We can declare an image as field in our okay, or we can just twin it in some way. It's huge, right? You can start typing. Oh, interesting. This?
No.
I believe it's this. It
But
should be.
I'm already inside this. Why do I need to?
Yeah, because it doesn't know the actual argument. No, but it doesn't work.
Circle. Let's search for circle actually. And circle is of views at a circle of a solid color. Okay.
Well, it just defines basic views. Graphics, camera. Oh, nice. They have camera. Like in Godot.
What? Scene main.
Nothing.
What? No results. Yeah.
So the documentation is nice. By the way, do you see the Docker link at the top right corner? Docker. A bit to the left. Yeah. This is an actual documentation to the IP documentation. And they have search.
No. Why it's so slow?
It's actually, I'm the wrong question to ask this. And yes, it just shows the same what idea shows to us. We can find what S container is, by the way.
Do we need to know that?
I don't know. I have no any idea. It's just
container, whatever. Function at child at one event.
Do you remember you asked about all the methods of something?
Yeah.
Maybe you can find them here. It's a little bit crazy because they have, I don't know, hundreds of methods on container, which actually has some logics in it.
Visible.
Nice. Maybe we can call it. Yep. That's how it works.
Nope.
No, I mean the code compiles. It's not Haskell, so if it compiles, it doesn't work. Mean that it works.
Okay, let's actually look for a circle here and then see what the circle can do for us.
Now they have all kinds of weird stuff about circle. Fun circle, okay.
Okay.
It should be somewhere in there. Just view it a bit.
It's just we are lazy and not reading the documentations, right? That's what's happening. Okay.
I love your optimism. I love your optimism.
Delay, launch immediately, fixed update, at launch immediately. What is this? Just to make a loop and place a delay. Launch immediately. What is there launch immediately on this particular guy?
Maybe we should delete while true thing. It's launch animate, not launch immediately.
Yeah, but there's no launch animate. No launch immediate.
Yeah, because launch immediately is not a method of an object. It's a method of context. Yeah.
What? Okay.
I don't think you have to have. You should launch immediately multiple times. Now you are calling launch immediately inside while true.
Yeah, but still that.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Let's continue reading the documentation.
Tweens, view tween. So it's an action on a view, and then it should be like launch immediately. See launch immediately.
No, it still shouldn't be launch immediately on C, because launch immediately is a method of framework, like of an engine. Your engine can launch immediately something. You can redefine. You can say C equals C at 2 because C is immutable. It's final. But you can just call C at 2. At 2, I don't even think. Yeah.
Maybe this will work. No,
It shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Why?
Because it does nothing. What is the meaning of this? Let's get back to the documentation. What launch immediately is exactly?
While true.
Animation.
It's just that delay, suspending.
Yes, it's basically a way to say that we want to run something on UI thread.
Okay, what if I don't do this? Would there be add to the fixed update? Yes.
Okay.
How do I do like a simple function that does nothing?
Fun. It's no. You can put it here. Look, here you have a times per second argument. You should put it there, like, I don't know, 60 times per second, so 1 time per second. Yeah. And also you should have lambda, but it can be empty. Just
I guess.
places. That's all. But it doesn't influence the drawing of our circle, and it actually starts to drive me crazy. Why should we tween something to get it shown? Okay, let's just tween it in any way. I don't know.
Oh, here are the different ways of tweening something.
Oh, nice, by the way. Oh, nice. Isn't bound.
Yeah. So when you have like this, it's like more like there's probably an online demo somewhere with all that, and those are basic like math functions on how you do this. So you just define the way to
Yeah,
modified.
actually, some of them look pretty natural. I mean, natural like in nature. Some of them are more mechanic.
Tween. Okay. So I want to replace all occurrences of the word tween in the next couple of lines with C. How do I do that?
Control R, and replace view. Yeah. And
Is there like simpler way, like multiple cursors?
I believe there are Control Alt Shift and click, something like that. I don't like. Yeah, it actually works.
But there is no way to just select like this from the start.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
All right. Let's see if this works. Yeah.
It's a little bit weird. A little bit weird, because first time it was something like wave, and then
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe we can try to understand what's going on here.
Let's see if we change this to that duration, because there's what I think is happening here is that this let's just rerun it. Yeah, now it works.
Why?
Because before that it was only one. It had only one argument here, so once it reached it from the starting value, it was always fine in that, but it was a very short and small
I see.
number of steps. Okay, well, it's doing something, right? But it's tweening.
Yes, it does something. By the way, right? I believe that tweening is basically everything we need to move the ball from the top to the bottom.
I want more control in that. That's the problem. I don't want it to be tweening. I want it to be like just moving, like this one. Add fixture updated. Like why is there?
It just increments some random variable. What? Oh, maybe you're right. Now I get your idea. No. It should be in curly braces. Like
this one?
lambda should be in curly braces, and yes, you still have to provide an argument because it's fixed updater. It should update several times per second.
All right. I don't like that I need to specify these sort of things. It sounds unnatural. Can it guess?
Yeah, I think it's a way to... Nice. It's not enough to put this ball on the scene, right?
Yeah.
Somehow tweening adds the ball to the scene. Like tween has some magic.
While it is visible, that updater will be executed.
Maybe we should make it visible. See, yeah, like Igor, your Kotlin is very good. I should say, very good. I mean, I literally need to say anything for you to understand what to type.
Okay.
It doesn't help, yeah, but still, we can set its alpha. Who believes its alpha is wrong?
It is different to alpha 0 since the render method won't be executed. Okay, so shall I just say render then? Like
no,
this is, I don't know.
So it's question is what is render? What is a render context? We can try something like this at, I don't know, scene. You can actually search for render. Maybe they have some hints in documentation.
Like this probably something that we need. View, add component, remove component, handling the sizing doesn't. I don't care. Attach.
What do you think about the idea that we didn't attach it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Add child, maybe we need just add child.
But why it works?
Right. Do you remember Godot? Maybe
Yeah.
we really need just call add child on the scene and add this effing circle to the scene. Nice.
Scene class, scene container. Yes. Current scene, yes. Scene container, solid rect, container scene init, color select on click. On click. Launch immediately. So it needs event. What does it else has? See on what? On collision, on okay. On move, on new, on over, on swipe.
What do you want to do? Why do you need an event?
I just want to display it somehow.
I think we should just add it to the scene, shouldn't we?
Scene container, launch immediately.
Oh, wait, no. It's a weird, like you're providing on click. Again, you need curly braces to call some operation. It can be just empty. I don't know.
Yeah, it won't work. It doesn't make sense.
Yes, it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so what is this X doing here?
It's just local exposition of this view, which is kind of obvious.
Yeah, but why it's underlined?
It's underlined because it's a feature inside of syntax highlighting.
Okay. So why? Okay, why I don't see this line?
I don't know. It's an interesting question. We shouldn't see. Yeah, we can see it in the log.
Yes.
Yeah, here is it. It's just lost in the log a bit.
If I do this circle here, it will.
By the way, we can just add this updater right inside init. It's of course it's definitely incorrect. Yeah, something like this.
Nope.
Game dev is hard, right?
Especially if you refuse to read the documentation and go to tutorial.
Yeah. Wait, but it did work.
I don't get it why it worked with twinning and doesn't, like, what does twinning is doing there?
For me, the most native way would be to navigate to the implementation of twin and see what they actually do.
Okay, but we tried to do it, right? And it didn't
I don't
work.
remember.
Let's
twin. Try. Control click. If this not equals null, try with timeout, suspend cancelable, view tcx equals twin component, and they call attach. They call attach on the 135th line, at the very end of the line. They create a component and they call attach on it. So it's basically what I said. We should attach the component. No, maybe no.
So this, you mean this?
Let's try to. And there is a vice versa call. We can call this add child or something, or this attach, I don't know. No? No.
Yeah. I'm having fun, by the way. Just so you know. Okay. Remove children, add child. Okay, add child. This add child.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yes.
This doesn't need to be here. Maybe 60 times per second is too much. And let's
I don't
say
believe in it.
1 time per second.
Okay.
Maybe it just like goes away right away. No.
No. It wouldn't go away because it's like 1 pixel per second. So a child doesn't work. Nice idea. Okay, it is there. It's not moving anywhere. It's not going anywhere.
Okay. This is like Python style of debugging when you don't have anything but Vim.
It's every universal way of debugging.
Can I do it like this?
No, but you have string interpolation, so you can put $sign $X there. Yeah, that's all you need. Nice.
So the updater actually
Doesn't work. No, it works.
1 time per second.
It's definitely not 1 time per second.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not. I would say it doesn't work. May it happen that our child is somehow disappeared? Nice.
Okay, so now it works.
It definitely
If
works.
updater, but
It's too fast, and I know why. Because while true is very, very fast, and it increments X of the.
wait, but okay. So it added a lot of updaters.
Yes, and each of them worked 1 time. I don't know why. Don't ask me.
Set draw, display, what this magic alpha, render alpha, render, yeah, render. What is render context? Okay.
Yay! We still have an API documentation. It's on the slower side, I know. Very, very slower side. Yeah, and now you can click on the render context. Accelerated graphics, undo, finish, flash. You know, we have discussed good documentation with my friend like a couple days ago, and we discussed exactly the point that there should be some discussion of the whole concept, how the library works, for example, or how, I don't know, mental model of the application. What is the mental model of KorGE? What is the entry point? How do I obtain? Maybe we have some access to. No, we don't have it.
But how Twin is doing it?
They create they create something called twin component with whole lot of different settings.
Okay. I'm bored. Scene container.
What is sync container? We don't know. Oh,
It's
as
something that
container.
contains scene, and then you can sort of switch. The idea with scenes that you have like it's basically a state machine that you have not found it. What? Okay.
Well, yes,
Okay.
because it's not used inside your project. It's somehow called externally.
Get local bounds to string and bounds return. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Render internal, and then there's like view
I don't
ref.
think we should touch anything internal. Are we still looking inside Twin? How did we get here?
No, it's not. It's a send container.
I blinked for like a split second, and we are in some obscure place, fixed size container. What is it? Why is it? Really?
Yeah.
And now we are in deep internals of the framework.
Okay. I will stop doing this if you're so scared.
Yeah, I'm crazy scared. By the way, do you see they use the same hack you use? Println started twin a thread. And it's just in sources. They know that they will need it. So they create this
Component. They create component.
twin component. Yeah, but we don't want to create.
Do we? What if we do?
Let's create it. I don't know. It's not even in the tutorial. In the I don't know.
Animator. You can also use an animator which is almost as potent as the twins. Okay, I give up. Let's try to use. I was expecting it will go me to something else.
By the way, it looks almost like what we need to have.
Launch immediately. Job launch immediately. Animate. Sequence block job join. Seriously, that's the way you want to people write your code. This is nuts. React. Oh wait, show.
Oh nice. Oh nice.
No, it doesn't want this unresolvable reference.
Could you please hit Alt Enter on this? Yeah. Wait. Okay. It came from a weird place. It came from Win. It works.
Okay.
Okay. Makes sense. Doesn't, but makes. Did you see what it did there? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The problem is that I think this
We
is
have
not
edited multiple times, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure if we need it here. Maybe
I'm not sure. Oh, I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know. But do you understand that we are increasing x by 0.0011 time per second?
Yeah.
Like we won't be able to see it movement ever.
Okay.
Yeah, like maybe like this, and maybe
Why
yeah,
it's so slow?
I don't know.
Change
Something went wrong. I don't know.
this one.
Maybe we should. Yeah.
Step. This is. I don't want this one because it also. Well, maybe I do actually, but I just want to have it like commented out. But this is generally what I want from my game dev framework, is that I want to see like how I add shape and how I do like every update on each iteration of somehow. This is wrong.
Yes.
This should not happen like this.
Yeah, I don't think it's something with your code. I would say it's something with Gradle or with I don't know, idea itself. We always can restart the idea.
Is this like a general way to?
I don't know. It may happen not because of idea, but because of the framework itself. Like it just breaks something.
Yeah, always blame the framework. Okay,
Now
so
it thinks about I don't know what.
scanning files to index. Start Gradle daemon. I go grab some water.
Okay, have a good one. Okay, let's give it some time to compile. Maybe I can already see that there are some issues with animation of the compile Kotlin JVM. It's not smooth anymore.
I don't think it's actually doing anything useful at this point.
It should compile. Okay, now we are on compile Kotlin. We are streaming for 1 hour and 50 minutes and lost one of viewers.
I'm pretty sure the other two are just us in different tabs. So
No, it's not me.
okay. If it's not you, then and if you're a viewer and you can type something in the chat, we would appreciate if you do, so we know that it's not just us here. I don't think it's right. Maybe it's a true loop that is like empty. No?
Do you understand that it's perfectly compilable code, and compiling while true is fine, like because we are not trying to disprove the break issue, the break problem.
Yeah.
How do you call it in the right language?
I just want my window back.
Okay. You should have wanted it a while ago. Now it's too late. Now gods of KorGE don't like you anymore. But actually it looks like gods of Kotlin don't like you, or gods of Gradle don't like you anymore.
Nobody likes me. There's a blues song like that.
Yeah, it sounds definitely like a blue song.
It goes like nobody loves me, but every day I have a blues. So
Cham cham cham.
okay. So this is weird.
Yeah, at this moment, I feel that we should make the music louder on the stream a bit. I don't even know what to say.
Okay.
Actually, we need a blues here, but we don't have a track right now. Yeah, third viewer is back.
Okay, this is
Welcome to the Kotlin development, the bad side. Well,
okay.
usually it's not that bad.
It
You're
was
extremely
fine
lucky.
just a while ago. It's just
Yeah,
something.
I think actually we can stop it. We can
Yeah.
clean. It's usually the way in the Java world at all. Stop the build if it doesn't work. Clean everything. There is a target in Gradle called clean, and try to rebuild it. I mean,
This one. No.
yeah,
Wait, build.
yeah.
Build. Not run clean.
I think there is only the one clean, and idea just tries to classify things, and it's things that clean is a phase of build, which kind of makes sense. If it won't work too, then it's something happened to Gradle. I don't know what. Okay,
Okay.
it worked. It's a good thing. Didn't help. Okay, I almost don't believe that our ball will jump today. But we are almost there. We are almost there.
Yes. That's true.
I mean,
just
it was already moving like a couple of seconds ago.
Yeah.
Okay, like 5 minutes ago. Could you open HTOP or something like that? Let's at least look what it's doing. No, I mean during compilation. In terminal, we could see the HTOP to understand if it's running Java or if it's running anything actually.
I don't see anything in HTOP.
It's like empty. Yeah.
Well, what should I look for?
I don't know, but I can see that the one kernel is like 100% busy.
Yeah.
And I don't see this task in HTOP. How is possible?
Well, probably the one that is busy is just the one that is doing all the
Heavy lifting?
streaming, the Firefox.
Yeah. Is that
And then
wait? You don't have a
Correct.
streaming? No, you have a streaming.
Corretto, this one is something Java. Gradle,
Let's kill
Kotlin.
it.
Kill it, okay.
Kill it. We hate it. Let's kill it. Do you have more? Let's kill them too.
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Did you kill your idea? No, we don't kill it. Oh, you already did. Okay.
Execution.
Now let's try to run it again. Who knows?
Is this how things supposed to be? Just try.
No, definitely
Again.
not. But we need to do something like I don't know, simulate an action, an activity.
Is there a way to look at earlier logs here?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, now it works.
Suddenly it works. Okay.
And it even moves.
So actually, killing Java helped.
This is weird. So it was like a runaway build that was stuck, and
Yeah, maybe something like that.
go.
Let's do it. I don't know.
Let's say I
100
have
times per second.
velocity, and it would be like velocity per second, right?
Yes.
Points per second, so it would be like, I don't know, 5, 0. And then when something happens, I will get the velocity. if the y is more than height. How I do this? Like this, right?
Yes.
Velocity equals to minus velocity.
But it should be var velocity. It should be var velocity because
So
otherwise, yeah, you can reassign it.
when it's just velocity, when it's just val, it's constant, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, not constant, rather final. You can reassign it for the sake of safety.
So every second it will increase velocity. It should like go down, and then it should bounce up. That's my expectation. No.
Okay, it does something similar.
I see. I know what happened. It took the height of the element, I think.
Oh, so you maybe it should be this that height.
This. Right, okay. Is there like a window bounds?
Yeah. What is window bounds?
Global bounds of this. Yep, okay. Probably this would work. No?
Apparently no. Oh, I know why. Because your this is circle, but you can call this at, like, literally type at after this. Yeah. For example, my scene. Yeah, dot height. Nice.
Okay. It looks terrible.
Does it increase its velocity?
Yeah, let's take like 10. So it's twice as big.
You can actually, yeah, maybe like something.
Well, now it looks like something boring.
Because height is okay. Yeah, its starting coordinates are not at 0, so it drops a little bit.
No, it's not the case. It's just that y is counted from like a top, and this is like the. You remember you asked me about anchor?
Yes.
This is typically what you set up which point of the element supposed to be like its center, which you reference point. And I think for the circle, it counts like top left point as a rectangle, as like, so we need to have like y plus radius or something like that, more than this in height. And let's take it to, and yeah. I mean, this is not the proper way to do it because you probably want to slow down close to the point.
It looks like it's, well, we are doing it one time per second. That's why the animation is not smooth at all. Probably we should do it 60 times per second and increase velocity like 1 pixel per iteration.
Decrease velocity.
Increase velocity. Wait, you're now dropping, not like in physics. Your velocity should increase on every tick, right?
No, my velocity is constant.
I see.
But
okay. But in physics, you have increasing velocity. You have g, which is 9.81.
Yeah, that's true.
We can emulate it here, I believe. And
It's
when
like
we are going up, velocity should decrease. when we are going down, velocity should increase.
How I do like multi-line thingy.
Yeah.
Any and then list of conditions.
What is any?
Returns true if any of this is right. It's true.
It should be just and double ampersand.
Okay. But I want or, so it's like this, right?
Yes.
Okay. Y minus 2 times radius is less than 0, then we flip the velocity. Why it's complaining? Because it has this in here.
You have something wrong with your brackets. Let's check
Okay,
it. Yeah. Now it's fixed. Looks a little bit weird to me. I mean, formatting wise. Something weird happens on the upper bound.
Yeah, it's because this doesn't need to. Can be just like this.
Right. Yeah. You don't need to operate on radius.
Right.
Are you hitting Shift F10 to launch it?
Yes, I do.
So it actually works.
Yeah. Okay, so the box works. The stuff bounces.
Yes, but we should do something to velocity. It's extremely unnatural.
That's true.
How many time do you have? Because we like
Just 3 minutes. Yeah,
Okay.
let's just change the colors of this to make it less annoying. I want the colors. What's the? Whoa. Colors core. Yeah, colors. Whatever.
you have accepted all the cookies. What's wrong?
I mean,
with
I will flash it after we done with this.
Okay. I like this vivid color palettes.
Which one do you prefer the most? This is
it
important.
was in the third row, third from the left.
Okay, third. So this
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
Oops. Color copy. No, I want to see the palette. Okay, 003. No, 49. This will be the background.
Okay.
Click to copy. Yes, click to copy.
Nice hack, by the way. I like it. Like finding nice colors.
Yeah, I'm not sure how do I set up color.
There was example on the top. It was colors, then square brackets.
Right.
It has some logics in it. Maybe there, yeah, maybe there should be hash. I actually like this DSL, this part of DSL. We have some colors predefined, but you can get any color, but it's hash code. Nice.
Yeah, it looks ugly, but let's make the radius bigger, and then the stroke thickness can be smaller, and then I want to be. Let's see what I want my ball to be like. Maybe these two colors actually. This would be the inside, and this would be outside. Fill. Did I copy right? No. FCB.
Control, yeah. Okay.
Oof. Chunky boy.
Yeah, it's like small tiny.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Okay, so what do you think about Kotlin language-wise now?
I mean, It sounds fun. I think if I would write the same stuff in Python, it would probably take me similar amount of time. So I'm happy that even if I don't know the language, I was able to just go in and use a non-conventional library for that. I'm not sure if I would be able to do it without you, because when we got stuck on the does not compiling, I would never guess that I just need to clean my build and do things like that. But it's probably because I'm not used to writing in compiled languages. I've been doing it last time maybe 10 years ago. And so this is fun. I would assume that it would be worse, because I would expect that IDEA would be much less convenient for me. But
nice. I like this feedback. How do you think, should we get back to it next week and convert it to the perfect guess simulation like you wanted?
I mean, kinda. Probably I would go further with like maybe changing the. Yeah, I have a few ideas how we can elaborate on this, but let's continue definitely next week with this. And
Okay,
for now,
deal.
let's stop shenanigans.
By the way, in your spare time, you can try to compile the native binary. I don't even know how do you do it, but probably there should be some goal in Gradle to build it.
Oops. Yeah, I think what I would be actually interested in seeing how you compile this to JavaScript, and then you can deploy it on maybe GitHub or something, because then you have a link. Then you have a link that you can send to other people, and they can click on it and work. And this
nice idea. You can try to build the JavaScript bundle. It should be very simple.
Well, let's do it next time.
Yes.
Anyway.
Definitely. Yeah. Okay, folks. Thank you for watching us, those two of you who are watching. We were glad that we were, I don't know, entertaining enough, at least for you. And probably see you next time. See you.
Bye.